Hello, angels, and welcome back to another episode of the Money Mindset Mission podcast. Okay, today is not necessarily like a hack, a tip, a how to. This is very much story time. Now, this is going to be a story time about secret desires, and I am so excited to share this story with you guys because I just love this story so much, and I think there's so much gold and fun and like juiciness in a story time. You know how sometimes if you're like a personal development girly like me, you're constantly consuming how to, a tip, implementing. And sometimes you want to just read a romantic novel or binge Nobody Wants This on Netflix. Like that is also me. So we're taking a pause from the learning, and I want to just tell you this story. And it is a story on manifestation, but there's no necessarily like tip. It's just like a fun, wholesome story that I like because I really consider you guys my friends. And so I'm like, I need to tell my girls, like I need to tell my people this story, and I think it's just so good. Okay, so this is a story about secret desires. So I have a list on my phone and it's called Secret Desires. It's these things that don't really make sense, like, they're not really on brand for me, and it's just a list on my phone of things that I deeply desire, but they're, like, secret, like, I don't really talk about them to other people, I don't share them, they're random, and it's just, like, random things that I wanna accomplish in this life, and I love having this list because it's like my little sneaky list, and it's almost like this game that I play. Like, can I still manifest something if it's secret, if I don't put any intention into it, if I don't focus on it, if I just desire it? Okay. So this story goes back to 2022. Yeah, 2022. And if you don't know this about me, I'm obsessed with Fred again, the artist Fred again, obsessed. Okay. I've seen him now one, two, 3, 4 times. I love him. I really love him. And in 2022 was the second time I saw him. So me and my girlfriend got tickets and he was in Toronto and I was staying in Toronto at the time. And right before the show, he released an email or posted on his Instagram stories, I can't remember. And he was like, "Hey, there's going to be a secret party after. It was something like I'm sending 100 people tickets. If you get it in your inbox, you're in." And so we obviously freak out. We check our inboxes and like no email. So like, okay, great. So before we go to the show, I literally prayed. I prayed. I literally put my hands together and I prayed. And I was like, okay, please, like, Fred again, God. We really set the intention that we really want to come to the after party. We would love to be there. We're gonna have so much fun. We will make the most of it. And like, just thank you, thank you, thank you, amen. Like, literally prayed. I also want to say this is with like literally no shame, but I don't know if you know this about me, but I've literally never been to church. I've never been to church. Never. I've never been. I didn't grow My parents weren't religious growing up, and I've never been. I would love to go. Like, I wanna know, I wanna experience it, but we didn't grow up praying. So this was very out of character to me, and this was, like, quite a while ago, so I would say back then I was definitely always spiritual, but it wasn't activated. I was really much more into, like, business and money then more than I was now into spirituality. Anyways, it just came over me, and I'm like, "I'm gonna pray to God." And it was really much like I just remember just setting a very strong intention of we are going to this after party. I don't care. I don't know how. We don't know where it is. Like, we had no idea where it was, and we're just like, we really want to go. Anyways, we go to the concert, have the best time ever. It was probably the best time I've ever seen him because he played at a venue in Toronto. I think it's called History, and Drake made it. So the acoustics are so good. And I went with my friend Lizzie and we just had the best time ever. I think I was like crying. It was just so good. I love him so much. And I remember standing there. I have goosebumps as I tell you this. I'm actually getting a little bit of teary-eyed. I remember standing there and I was looking at him. And I was just thinking, how does this feel? Like, he's standing here, he's performing from his heart, from his soul, like from his higher self. He has channeled this music. It's like the most intimate thing you can do. He's performing with his hands, with his voice. Like, he's creating this sound and he's performing it for thousands of people who are literally speaking back his words and speaking it to him. It must be the most intimate, euphoric experience that you can ever feel. Like, how does it that feeling must be insane. And I remember thinking, because I know what it feels like to talk on a podcast. I love it. I love it so much. I love sharing my wisdom with you guys, and I love sharing what I learned. It literally makes my whole sacral center light on fire. I'm sure you can tell. I'm like, yay, this is so much fun. I love it so much. I would do this all day long. Like, I love it. I love it. I love it. So, what is it like to create music, make people cry, make people feel euphoric, like literally orgasmic is how Fred, I swear Fred again, every time I've seen him a few more times, and when I go with my girlfriends, they all cry. They're crying the whole time. It's just so good. And I know that's what music does to people. It makes people feel, makes people move. Like, it's so magical. And I just remember thinking, like, I want to know what that feels like. I want to know what it feels like to stand at the front of a crowd and make people feel like so good and so magical. Like, I just want to know what that feels like. And I just wondered, like, what is that? It just fascinated me. Anyways, I sound like I was on drugs. I wasn't on drugs. It just was like, I don't know, it just came over me. Anyways, I shared this on the podcast, but this was in 2022. So this is a long time ago. So it was so interesting. So after the show, we're just like, okay, if nothing else, we honestly forgot about the after party. We're like, okay, you're heading home. And we're heading home, and this girl walks by me, and she's dressed so well. Like, her outfit is sick. And I remember thinking in my mind, I'm like, I love it when girls give me compliments on my outfit. And you know what? I want to start giving girls more compliments on their outfit and how they look, because I love receiving that compliment. I'm words of affirmation. So whenever girls are random, like, oh my gosh, you look so good, love your outfit, it makes my day. And I just had this like really short ping. And I said to her, I was like, oh my gosh, you look so good. I love your outfit. I can't really remember what she looked like, but I just remember being like, wow, she looks insane, like so good. And she's like, thanks. And then we started chitty chatting. And it turns out she's from a town in England that my friend is also from. So we were all just getting along, having the best chats ever. And they were like, are you going to the after party? And we're like, oh, no, we didn't get tickets. Like, we'd love to go, but we don't know where. And they're like, we don't have tickets, but we know where it is. So we're going to try to go. We're like, oh my gosh, no way. So next thing we know, we're in an Uber with this group of friends, and we're heading to the after party. So again, we need tickets. Like, something, he like mailed out tickets, or he gave everyone a location. They had to go pick the tickets up. They were wristbands. And so we went to this after party, and we got there. And it's a long story, but basically, like, somehow me and my friend Lizzie, we went to go pee, and we saw the line was so long to get in, and then we lose our friends. They're gone. So we come back out, and I'm like, Lizzie, let's just wait in the line for just a couple of minutes. Let's just see how it moves. And it starts moving. And everyone in the line has a wristband except for us. And I'm like, you know what? Let's just set the intention that we're going to get in. We're going to get in. Let's just give it an hour. If we can't, if we're not in by an hour, let's go. And so little by little, the line is creeping up, but the manager there is like, everyone leave. You are not getting in. And if you don't have wristbands, you're never going to get in. Like, just go. It's full. And basically it was full. So he was like, just leave. Stop waiting in line. You're not going to get in. Just go. And I was just like, I refuse to believe that. I refuse to accept that reality. So I just kept waiting. And I was like, can we just wait? We're just going to wait an hour. Anyways, we get like pretty close, but we still don't have wristbands. And after an hour of waiting, again, everyone was like, okay, we're leaving. Also, it's in Canada, and I'm pretty sure it was like October or November, so it was cold. And the girls that were in front of us were students, and they're like, hey, we're actually gonna leave. Like, everyone was like, should we stay? Should we go? And I'm like, I'm gonna stay. And then they're like, we're gonna go. We have to get up for school tomorrow. And I was like, is there any way that we could have your wristbands? And they're like, yeah, sure. So they take their wristbands off, like slip them off, and I slip them on my wristband. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I have a wristband. But the guy is still like, don't wait. And at this point, I think it was like 12 and it closed at 1. So he's like, just go. You're not going to make it in. And we just kept waiting. Like, me and my friend Lizzie, we were having a good time. I remember it like wasn't that big of a deal. We were just having fun in the line. And we did, I'm pretty sure, wait over an hour, maybe an hour and a half. And at the very end, just as I was about to give up, and I didn't, he was like, oh, screw it, go in. So, like, I think there's like 6 of us maybe. We like went in, and we were probably only in there for like 20 to 30 minutes, but we were at the after party with Fred again, and he was like right there performing, and we were freaking out. We're like, this is insane. We made it in. Miracles do happen. Like, dreams come true. Never give up on your dreams. We were like freaking out. It was so amazing. Anyways, pretty much soon after we got in there, it ended. So we're like, oh, whatever. Anyway, so we're walking out, and as we're walking out, there's a stair. You either walk out or there's stairs like going downstairs. I think probably just to the bathroom. And something in me was like, stop. And I was like, okay. And I looked at these stairs, and then the security guard kind of like gives me and my friend a smirk. He's like, do you want to go down there? And I'm like, yeah, sure. By the way, obviously like very trusting in strangers, but this was a security guard. So I'm like, it can't be that bad. So anyways, we walk down. It opens up into this second like room, and it's like another bar, and I'm like, wait, what is going on? Boom, there's Fred again. Like, he's literally in the room. We are at the afters. All the musicians are there. Like, I recognize everyone in there, and I'm like, oh my god. Not only did we not get into the after party, but we got into the Fred again exclusive after party. Like, what is going on? And it was just like, I don't know, it was just like, wow. We took some pictures. Like, obviously, I didn't speak to him. I'm way too shy. People don't believe me. I'm so shy. Like, if I see someone famous or something, I will not go up to them. I'm way too shy. Anyways, then I see him walking away, and I'm like, Marley, just like, you can do this. So I was like, oh, whatever. So then I kind of like low key like run after him, and he's leaving the building, and he's in the back alleyway, and I see him, and I'm like, Fred, and he's like, he turns around, he's like, yeah. And I walk over to him, I'm like, hey, like, I'm Marley. I'm a big fan of yours. Like, I don't know. I don't even remember what I said. I think I blacked out. I was like, I love your music. I just have to ask you one question. He's like, of course. Like, so nice to meet. He's so nice. Like, so genuine, so nice. And he was like, of course. And his manager was like a bit in front of him. He's like, Fred, we gotta go. And I was like, I just need to know, like, what does it feel like when you're standing at the front of a crowd, like speaking your heart and your soul to this audience? Everyone's loving it. How does that feel? Like, what does that feel like? And I remember him we hugged, and I was like tearing up because I was like so overwhelmed that I was like meeting Fred again. And he actually was like, oh, he didn't get emotional, but he was like, wow, you know, I can't remember if he was like, no one's ever asked me this, or it's like, this is something I can't remember exactly what he said, but I remember him saying, he was like, it's the most undescribable feeling in this whole entire world. Like, you cannot put words to that feeling. And in that moment, I decided I want to know what that feels like. And I created this secret desire of wanting to become a DJ. It just created this thing in me of like, I want to experience that. I want to know what that feels like. So that was in 2022. And I've always been obsessed, not obsessed, that's a strong word, but like, I love DJs. I love going to shows. I love dancing. It's honestly one of my favorite things ever. And when I moved to Cape Town, there's really cool bars here and the DJ scene is massive. And I started to get really into like going to this one show with these one DJs, and I just love the music. It made me feel so high and so excited. I love dancing. I love moving my body. I love good music. It just was like it became honestly like a hobby for me. I loved it. Like going like once a weekend, going out, dancing, good music, obsessed. Then, that was just kind of something I was doing. And then for my 30th birthday, so not this year, but the year before last, I hosted my 30th birthday party. And I got connected to this DJ Cod, and we were like soulmate DJ like clients. Like, the minute I met him, I was like, this is my dream DJ. And I never hired a DJ. I never worked with DJs, but he called me, and he is so kind, and he just wanted to get to know me. And I found out later that he actually like canceled his gig for that weekend, and he came to my birthday. So he DJ'd both nights. We had like a party on Saturday and then a boat party on Sunday. It was basically like a festival weekend for my 30th. It was so much fun. And he DJ'd the whole thing. And it was just so good. Like, he just read the room perfectly. He read my friends perfectly. He read the vibe perfectly. Everything was perfect. And that night, I actually said to him, I was like, I have this secret desire to be a DJ, and I don't really know what to do about it, but I don't know, I just have this desire to do what you're doing right now. Like, this looks like so much fun. And I'm ADD, so like I love I love buttons, I love music, I love dancing. just everything that he shared and did, I was like, I don't know, something about it just spoke to me. So at the beginning of this year, I always do a reflection on my year and I reflect on the past year. I plan the year coming up and I always ask myself, like, what brought me so much pleasure and joy? And how can I capitalize on that? How can I add more on that? And what would have such a positive ripple effect on my life? And I can't remember exactly what happened, but I remember now I just started to go to DJ shows and I was like, I could do this. I could do this. I really want to do this. And it was like this burning like desire in my stomach of I really want to do this. I remember specifically going to a show when we were on summer holiday, Christmas holiday, and it was this girl DJing and I was like, I can do this and this looks like just so much fun. Like it was like it was not jealousy, but this like desire. And I was like, I want to do this. Anyways, so at the beginning of the year, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna buy a DJ board. I'm gonna buy decks. So I went to this, I just researched, I don't know, DJ decks. I went to this really cute little DJ store and they had this one deck that was pre-loved, but it was exactly what I was picturing. And he's like, we never get decks like this. And I remember sending a picture to DJ Cod. He's like, you definitely don't need that. It's way too much. And I was like, nope, this is the one I want. So I'm like driving home in my Vespa. I'm holding on to the DJ decks. Tian's driving. And I get home and obviously like super overwhelmed because I'm like, I have no idea what I'm doing. And me and him were playing around for a bit. Then we started taking lessons from DJ Cod, but it wasn't like fully sticking. Again, it was like, I think because it was so new and I felt so uncomfortable doing it and I was having fun, but I had no idea what I was doing. Then I started taking lessons, maybe like 1 or 2 lessons with DJ Cod. Um, but again, fitting it in my schedule, it just wasn't flowing. Anyways, was kind of playing around with it here or there. Whenever friends would come over, we'd play around with it. But again, like wasn't confident at all. Then later in the year, like June of this year, I say to my friend Vivian, I was like, this is so random. And I don't know why I need to tell you this, but I feel like I need to tell you that I don't know if you know this about me, but I have a secret desire to be a DJ. We just like hadn't talked about it yet. And she's like, no way. I literally was speaking to my friend this week who's this really well-known DJ in Cape Town. I actually know him and he was one of the people that I would love to go watch when I love to go watch shows. She's like, he offered to give me DJ lessons this week. Do you want to join? And I was like, absolutely. So then the next week we're doing DJ lessons together. And it's been this like spiral of events of just things flowing to us, flying to us. It's wild. Like within the first week, we had our first DJ lesson. We know nothing. We're just learning theory. That weekend, we got offered to play a set at Africa Burn next year. The week after that, we had our next DJ session, and then we went out that weekend to go watch a show. And people were coming up to us being like, are you two DJs? Like, who are you girls? And it was just this really fun event and really fun night where we were just basically what we did is we just embodied the fact that we were going to be famous DJs. And there was no resistance around it. There was no I don't need to become a famous DJ. I don't need to do it for money. I don't need to do it for anything. It's just truly from a place of like pure desire and pure pleasure and joy. Like true feminine energy of just like, this would be so much fun. This would be such a bonus in my life. Do I need this? No. But would I love to do this? Yes. And everything that I've ever done in my life from this energy just magnetizes to me. And long story short, but like since then, we're now playing at a festival next year. We already, like, we don't have any photos together. We don't have a DJ page together. Vivi's actually already played a few sets, which is incredible. We have no handle. We don't even know what our name is yet. We're playing a gig this Friday. We're playing a gig in a couple weeks. And it's just like, we also already have our biggest dream is to play at Tomorrowland. And then last week I was speaking to a friend who knows the owner of Tomorrowland and she's going to put me in touch with him. Like, I'm like, this stuff is just flying out of nowhere. And the reason why I share all this is a few things. Number one, even if it's your secret desires, it's meant for you. Whatever is meant for you will never pass you. And what I've learned from this situation is how easy things can be. When it's from such a neutral pleasure place, you never have to try, you never have to chase, you never have to force. It finds you because you're in such a neutral energy about it. And I just feel like, and for a lot of people that I speak to who are looking to manifest their partner, this is the exact same energy. Not needing it, not chasing it, being so comfortable with who you are, and that being a bonus is exactly how you manifest, honestly, everything that is aligned and the best thing for you. Because the minute you try to chase it or control it, it takes the magic away. And you control the outcome and you actually constrict the outcome by doing that. And then you attract something that is like a deformed version of what is meant for you, a deflated version of what is meant for you. Because if you let go and you surrender and you allow, you will receive things that are so far beyond what you can even comprehend right now and so far beyond perfect, because the universe knows so much better than you do, and it's so much more powerful than you could ever be. And so if you just allow and you let go and you allow yourself to receive from that place of, this would be so much fun, I'm so excited for this, so excited, but I don't need it, I just desire it, is when the true magic happens. Now, we're still taking action. Like we're still practicing DJing. We still went out and we're speaking all the time about DJing. We're literally speaking it every day. Like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to fly on private decks, private jets, and going DJing. Like, we're speaking it into existence. We're focusing on it. We're speaking about it. But are we trying and forcing and grabbing and pitching? No. We're literally like, we're gonna be famous DJs. I already know it. I'm so embodied in it. It's like already done. And we're just allowing the universe to show us the magic. And that, my friends, feels so good. And it feels so good. And still now, I'm so neutral about it. We have our gig on Friday. We have, like, whatever happens, I'm so neutral about. It's really just this bonus energy. I don't need it. I desire it. And I'm so excited about it. And I am so, like, lit up about it. My sacral is like exploding with excitement. But if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And I'm so detached from it. So I share this story to like impart this energy, because don't get me wrong, there's areas in my life where I don't feel like this, where I feel clingy and I feel like I need, and guess how that's going? Not like this. So I share this because I truly believe this is the most magnetic energy that you can be in, and it's the most clean, attractive energy for attracting everything that you can desire. And that's what we're about here. So that's my journey. That's my story. I hope you understand now that no matter what is meant for you, it can never pass you. And even your secret desires, even those little pings that make no sense, that are so off brand, that really don't align, but it's just like true pleasure and true desire, are still even meant for you. Okay, I love you so much. I really hope you enjoyed this episode. If anything resonated, send me a message on Instagram. I want to chitty chat with you guys. And I love you so much. I'm going to give you a forehead kiss. Mwah! And talk to you guys in the next one. Love you. Bye.